Today there is a word that is thrown around in quite an uncomfortable way, I may say. This word is God. This higher being, energy, force, however you want to label it, I would be nearly certain to say that it didn't just make this life thing for shits and giggles. Maybe throughout the years, humans have just become quite some distanced from this life, purpose, meaning, consciousness. I am making this video to share an outlook I have adopted throughout my accident and recovery. This outlook has brought me to quite a comfort in regards to the topic we've just touched on. Picture a ball with a tiny hole through the center of it, pressed against another of the same. How long would it take you to turn one until they are both exactly lined up? Please repeat the same with a container of balls. How long did that take you? Please remember back to school days, physics, an atom being the smallest thing in existence, we were told. In the width of the thickest human hair, there are 1 million atoms. That is tiny, tiny, to the as if small. Just think about how thin a human hair is and then divide it by 1 million. Now think of this gorgeous fairy tale we are fortunate enough to be a part of called life. How long would it take you to do the same if your ball-shaped container is Earth's atmosphere and your balls are atoms? 1 million atoms in the distance of the thickness of one human hair. What if every moment is exactly this lining up perfectly process of atoms lining up precisely with the atoms next to it? That would mean that whatever is needs to be exactly how it is. I feel that whatever is needs to be exactly how it presents itself. And I try to align my perspective to see everything that happens as perfect. What is good? I think you will find a different answer with nearly everybody. How can this one word be expressed differently by everybody? Okay, well, I guess that comes down to perspective. But still, how can everybody have a different perspective of the same thing? Well, I think because each of us uniquely choose our own perspective. Choose? Do you mean that we each have control over how we see or perceive things? In my personal life, good, bad, do not exist in my vocabulary, so to say. I live with belief as described. All that is lined up where it needs to be, when it needs to be, how it needs to be, exactly. I feel that when you break down perspective, it is see, imagining, believe, believing, feel, assuming the feeling of the wish fulfilled. And I believe that this is entirely the recipe of manifestation, or bringing things to fruition. See, believe, feel. In my perspective, I feel that every step of life is blissfully perfect, as explained. Hence, why this is a reality for me in my current journey.
Oh, I want something just like this.
If everybody chose to get behind this same perspective that I've explained, I feel that the energy that one individual is currently sharing will then become atmospheric, which may have been talked about for some time now. Not just talked about for some time now, but felt by many for some time now. Please, I'm explaining how I feel because I wish to share how I'm currently living. If you try it and it doesn't vibe with you, cool, just drop it.
It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay.
If you try this and it does work for you, is on your vibe, awesome. Please get behind it and be a beautiful contribution to the shift.
My best friend gave me the best advice. He said each day's a gift and not a given right. Leave no stone unturned, leave your fears behind, and try to take the path less traveled by. That first step you take is the longest ride. If today was your last day and tomorrow was too late, could you say goodbye to yesterday? Or would you live each moment